Well, here we are at rounds 3 and 4 of the 2017 ACU British Sprint Championship, and we're with the clerk of the course, Paul Edmondson. Paul, a little bit of rain a moment ago. What do you think?
Yeah, a little bit of rain. It was well needed, obviously. It's been fairly dry this week on the track build, but no, it's done it some good, and hopefully it'll dampen the dust.
Yeah, beautiful location, Bicton.
Yeah, it is. You know, I think for a sprint it lends itself pretty well. Nice flat parking. That's all been cut by the farmer, Matt Edgerton. It's looking good, and as I said, we've certainly put some track length in a small track again.
And it's attracted a good turnout.
It seems to, yeah. Say the sprints are just getting back to how they used to be. We certainly put a lot of effort into, as I say, the tracks and the locations. But no, it's nice to see a good turnout.
Yeah, 10 o'clock start, is it?
10 o'clock sighting lap, and then obviously Sunday will be a 9:30 sighting lap.
Looking forward to it.
And we are.
Right, we're with Alex Snow. Alex, first year in Enduro, and good result at Rogers Hills Raceway.
Yeah, Rogers Hill went really well actually. Obviously for me that's kind of my neck of the woods, my local one. So I ride there a little bit. So for me that was the first time going to an Enduro where I had a little bit of sort of knowledge on what the ground conditions were going to be like in the test. So for me that was quite good. But yeah, overall won majority of the tests, all but I think 3. So yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. What do you think of the course here today?
Yeah, it's great. Paul always does a good event, doesn't he? So yeah, for me it's ideal because there's plenty of grass. So obviously with the Husqvarna looming is good, and that's for an area that I need to work on a little bit. So yeah, no, it looks fun. I'm quite excited to get going.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Right, we're with Jack Edmondson. How's the arm, Jack?
Yeah, it's good, thanks. We're lacking a bit of strength, but now I'm finally able to twist the throttle back again.
Yeah, wonderful. This is your first ride after the accident?
Yeah, I rode once in the week, literally like 10 laps around a field, and my back brake burnt out, so this is officially my first race back.
Good luck, and you'll be looking forward to the Husqvarna?
Yeah, looking forward to Husqvarna. It should be good.
Yeah, I think this will be good practice for the grass up there.
Yeah, definitely. There's a real nice test laid out. We got like plenty of grass to go at, so good training.
And one more event, then back to America.
Yeah, we got the sprint at Greenall after that, and then go back out to America to finish the series over there. There's 4 rounds left, so hopefully end on a high.
Absolutely. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, well, here we are in the Husky Sport Enduro Tyres pits with Aaron Gordon. How'd you get on in the first round, Aaron?
I got 3rd overall in the expert class.
Great, that was at Rogers Hills Raceway, and here we are at Bicton. You had a chance to look at the course?
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite hard pack, and then got grassy fields and like some tight corners, and it's got some sweepers as well, and in the woods as well. So quite nice.
Well, good luck to you today.
Cheers.
Right, well, here we are with Lee Seeley, and how'd you get on in the first round, Lee?
I managed to get a 2nd overall at the first round, which was I didn't think was too bad, with it being a fast track, and those against the 450s was a hard job to get up there. Like.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same today, I think.
Yeah, I think it's quite fast, but it's quite tight and technical, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully be able to get that one place better.
And the big news is you've been selected for the 6 Days Trophy team.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, being selected for the Great Britain team again. Happy to represent the country again, and hopefully we'll finish this time.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
And here we are walking the course is rockstar Husqvarna rider Billy Bolt. Hi, Billy. How's the foot?
It's getting there. It was a pretty slow process from the last sprint. Spent a full week in hospital and have 2 surgeries on it to get it back in one piece. But since then it's come on pretty good, faster than expected. I was able to still manage to go to Erzberg and race there, and then again from there in the last sort of week or 2 it's improved a lot. Just struggling with swelling now. It's still tight in a boot and in a normal size shoe, but riding wise it's not really affecting anything.
And you got the chance to ride in Greece?
Yeah, I was unfortunately one of the Husky GP boys got injured, so the bike and the mechanic and everything was there, and I had a free weekend, so I got called up and said, would you like to come out? And I jumped at the opportunity to go and ride against them boys and see how I got on, and it was good. I learned a lot. It was I was closer in some areas than I was expecting, and I was a bit further away in other areas. So definitely a good learning exercise, and yeah, all helps.
Nice to see you today at the sprint. Do you enjoy these sort of events?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the sprints. I did them all. Well, apart from the first round last year, I did them all. It's just a nice chilled out format. Builds the speed, especially for like an extreme rider. It's good to come and keep the hand in with the speed races. And
you've got a big extreme event coming up in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, exactly. Road Maniacs is sort of 10 days from now till it starts, I think, something like that. We'll fly there next weekend.
Yeah.
So that's quite a bit of speed areas and that, and fast spots. So always good to come and I like to support Eddy's events as well. He looks after me.
Well, hope you have a good race.
Thanks, guys.
Right, well, here we are with expert rider Alex Walton from Ryder. And how did you get on in the first round, Alex?
Yeah, I went really good in Rogers Hill. I went 1-1 in the E1 class and won the experts overall both days, so it was excellent, yeah.
Fantastic, and well, I'm going to wish you good luck for the day.
Thanks very much, Bob, appreciate it.
Okay, well, now we're with Tom Elwood on the MRS stand, and Tom's just been selected for the 6 days team.
Yeah, that's right. It's my last year being 23, so I was lucky to get in the junior team this year. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and had a good chance to look around today?
Yeah, I got it yesterday about 3 o'clock, had a little walk around, went back, had some dinner and just had another walk now.
And looking forward to it?
Yeah, I think the rain ain't done too much damage. I reckon it will dry out in about an hour and hopefully it'll stay dry.
All the best.
Thank you.
Well, the riders went out at 10 o'clock on their sighting lap, and they've just done their first time lap. The results of which are Joe Wootton first, Jack Edmonds second, and Dan Mundell third. Right, it's lunchtime and the riders are taking a break. We've got a chance to catch up with Joe Wootton, who is our current leader. Good morning for you, Joe.
Yeah, very good. Got off to a good start. Put in a good first couple of tests. Gapped the field a little bit, and 18-second lead now. The track's tight and technical. I was surprised actually with my results. I wouldn't have thought I would have done so well at the start, but no, getting into the flow of it now. There's ruts forming up on the corners and that, and yeah, it's all about trying to keep that lead, not lose anything, and try not make any mistakes.
Bodes well for the 6 days. I know you've been picked.
I know, yeah. I was a bit nervous whether I'll be picked or not with all the injuries and that, but yeah, I'm chuffed to bits about being picked, and yeah, no, I'm excited for it.
Well, I just heard the tannoy. We've got 5 minutes to go, so you better be off and get the job done. Well, it's been an absolutely perfect day here at Bicton. The weather's been fine, and here's today's winner, Joe Wootton.
Yeah, no, brilliant day. I won every test other than bar from 2. Yeah. But yeah, couldn't wish for a better day.
The one you lost, I think it was a change of machinery there.
Yeah, the 5th test, I thought there's always that bit of a decision whether the motocross or the enduro bike's going to be quicker. I usually race on the enduro bike, so I thought I'll give the FX a bit of a turn, but just a bit too much power for me right now. It scares me a bit going through the corners, so it's a thing that the enduro bike come out on top for me.
Congratulations. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, should be good.
Great. Well, what a superb location Bicton is here on the banks of the River Severn. The riders are just warming their engines for round 4, and they'll be coming round in a moment doing their sighting lap as the course is reversed. And hopefully the first rider will be our current leader, Joe Wootton. Well, the riders have just had their midday break and they're lining up for the afternoon session. The morning session was very exciting with a ding-dong battle between Joe Wootton and Alex Snow. Alex took 2 and so did Joe, but Joe has got the overall lead. Third place at the moment is Lee Seeley with Ben Murphy, the best expert, in 4th place. Joe Wootton in the lead, and here he comes on his 5th run of the day. It's Alex Snow on the Honda. He's looking across the field. He can see Joe up ahead of him. There's Lee Seeley. There goes Lee on. Oh, this is our, oh, good Lord. This is our 4th place rider. That's Ben Murphy. Ben Murphy's on a KTM. It's an E.T. James KTM. He's the best expert. He's a Flockhart. That's Tom Elwood, number 28. Well, this looks like Bradley King. Bradley's in 17th at the moment. Number in 11th place is Luke Flack, and he's number 9 there. Number 5. Dan is currently in 7th place. And he's all over the place as well. Go on, Dan! Number 17 is Jordan Ridgway. Jordan is currently in 9th place. A much better performance than he put in yesterday. He's pleased with that. Number 16, that's Aaron Gordon, riding with the Husky Sport team. Big hello to Mike Carter. Number 4 is Roger Holland. He's currently in 20th place. Go on, Billy! Bit of a change of pace for Billy in the soft sand. Northern lad likes the rock and the wet. Number 18, that's Dylan Bainton. He's currently in 13th place. With the riders just preparing to go out on their 8th and final lap. The current situation is that Joe Wootton is leading by 7 seconds from Alex Snow, with Lee Seeley in 3rd, Tom Elwood is in 4th, and Dan Mundell is in 5th. Ben Murphy is in 6th place, and he's the best expert. Well, that's it for the weekend. Let's have a word with some of the riders. Here's Ben Murphy, who's won this weekend's expert class. How do you get on, Ben?
Yeah, it was brilliant, to be honest. It couldn't have been better. 16 tests over the weekend, and I won all 16, so can't go wrong with that. And
absolutely couldn't be better. And in the overall, you got up to...
Well, I'm not sure overall, but I was running 4th a lot of the day, so mixing it with the championship boys, so it's good to show people how I can ride, sort of thing. But I'm not too bothered about the overall. I'm just happy to win the experts, to be honest. My first British Championship win, so
great.
Good.